Deji Adeyanju reveals why attacking Tinubu because of his certificate issues is a waste of time. Deji Adeyanju, Abuja-based human rights activist, has taken to his official Facebook handle to reveal why he thinks opposition parties and individuals who may attack Tinubu because of his certificate issues will just waste their time for nothing. Recall that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, presidential candidate of the APC, recently told INEC that he didn't attend primary and secondary schools but claimed to have university degrees, which according to him got stolen by unknown soldiers during his military junta in the 1990s. Following this recent news, Deji Adeyanju, however, advised individuals and political parties who may want to start attacking Tinubu because of his certificate issues to withdraw their intentions because, according to him, attacking Tinubu because of his certificate issues is just a waste of time. Speaking further, Deji backed up his point by citing an instance of how they focused so much on Buhari's certificate in 2014 and he still became president, and even the almighty Supreme Court later said that Buhari does not need WAEC to be president of Nigeria. In addition, Deji, however, advised the opposition parties to stop wasting time and start meeting on how to present a common front. If not, they will not stand a chance of, or if not, they will actually stand a chance of losing the 2023 election. I think there's so many. I'm now very much confused because it's either he did not attend. Wow. So he's claiming he did not attend primary and secondary school, and the certificates that would actually prove he's educated are now stolen. So he's not educated at all, it's safe to say. He's not, because there's nothing to prove. You can say you went to university, but show it to us. You can go back to universities and they can prove that you graduated, you were matriculated, you took exams, and you had a result. But you're not doing that. So it's safe to say this man is not educated at all because you have nothing, primary, secondary, and university, tertiary education, as some will say. You have nothing to prove you have any trace of educational history, even if it's ABCD. It is very shameful. And as much as, personally, I think Deji Adeyanju is acting very, very shady in what he's saying right now, he's speaking facts, because given the foundation that has been set for Nigeria, education has not been a parameter or has been a standard as to why a president or even a governor or even a local government chairman would be in office. It's never been valued. It's never been regulated. It's like, it's not as common as a principle of going. Imagine the average Nigerian who will strive and do anything to go to school, and then when you enter power, the rules then change. Listen, he's speaking facts, okay? I think as much as everyone's energy is up, and I think Nigerians, we do have that. When there's you see the light at the end of the tunnel, Nigerians can generate that much energy where you feel, oh my days, something is going to happen. We need to be more proactive and actually find actions and solutions, which is why we're already pushing for PVCs. However, we also have a history of getting so energized that we look into one outcome alone and we neglect the other. At the end of the day, there have been so many allegations that would prove or disprove Tinubu's candidacy, and if it's valid in the first place. His health has come into question, his age has come into question, his expertise, his history in terms of, his true intentions, because your intentions will always be checked. Everything you could say has been used against Tinubu, and look at where he is. You cannot underestimate his experience in politics. You cannot underestimate his experience in pulling the right strings to get the result that he wants. Again, no matter what you can say about the man Tinubu, you cannot undermine that he's intelligent in the game that he wants to play and in the game that will put his interest first. So yes, it is too late. Right now, literally, for the fact, with Buhari not even having a certificate, and then the Supreme Court now literally says you don't need a WAEC, you don't need WAEC to become president. It shows that we are really, really behind. Now, to be honest, arguing about these things is not what it should be. If anything, it should inform your decision as to the kind of person you want to put in power. However, it is very, very painful to see, because again, why Peter Obi supporters would sound or would appear to be very forcefully persuasive, I'd say, is it's a different thing when you have solid backed up reasons. Because if you look at the three options, there are no other options. We only have three. If you look at why Peter Obi supporters will literally argue their case and literally fight for why, or justify why they support Peter Obi, it makes total sense. They can argue, it makes sense. Why? Because they talk, they show, right? And they talk and they show to the extent that people are assuming that PVCs or the mass registration of PVCs is because of Peter Obi. Who says people are not getting PVCs because they want to vote for TINUBU or vote for Atiku? What if both parties, APC and PDP, are trying to get their members to go get PVCs too? But the movement for Peter Obi has been so strong that it seems like everyone is going to get PVCs just for Peter Obi. Now look at that kind of influence. Fact is, as much as Peter Obi is getting everything or getting the support, as some would even refer to it as online support, which is very, very shady, we cannot underestimate the other two parties. We cannot do... for the fact that they have come this far shows that they have pulled the strings and they have done what they can to be there. Labour Party just became, or is actually growing to be on equal stance with PDP and APC. It was only when Peter Obi left and joined them. And that again is a move in our political history that would be, if Peter Obi turned out to be the president of Nigeria, what a story, what a journey, because so many things have happened. For the fact that 3 days before the primaries and he was under APC, then switched to Labour Party, and Labour Party, to be honest, must have gained and had some traction or some support in some way, but that put Labour Party in, we now know Labour Party, whereas we didn't know or were sure of what they stood for before Peter Obi joined. So yes, I think it's not going to be an easy fight. I think this will test, you would say, the good and the evil. This will test everyone and whoever is competing, and whoever gets there, it would be a very fair fight, even though we may not think whoever gets there may be deserving of it, or who you think who's more deserving of it. However, you can't say that this election was like every other election. I'm literally speaking into the future right now, as you can say. But with the way the journey is going, you can't say the elections to come would be like the other ones where you will say it's been a breeze, But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think yeah, it's what he's saying is it's factual. Come on, we've gotten to this point. WAEC certificate, because except we can find ground rules, or we can find proper evidence to show why TINUBU would be disqualified. And I don't think education is a good reason, or matches up to be a good reason for him to be disqualified. Then the race is still going on. Past this point, can a candidate be disqualified? You never know. But I think don't forget to like and subscribe.